Alright, so I really wasn't going to do a video this early on about version 10 because there's so much to cover, but I know there's a lot of buzz and excitement that's going on surrounding version 10, and I am actually super excited to be amongst the first few to get the actual full version release of version 10. And we're just going to quickly go through the notes. You've probably seen these before, but we're going to dig into it just a little bit at a very high level, and you will see some additional videos coming out regarding version 10, but not just about the software, but about Tesla in general and about what they're doing and how they're doing it and how they're changing the automotive industry in general. So let's go ahead and dig right in. Okay, first and foremost, we have Cuphead, which is a classic run and gun action game inspired by cartoons of the 1930s. So that's, pretty cool. Again, Tesla loves to be able to insert some of these cool games when they do a big release like this. That is to be expected. Nothing major here, but a nice new fun game that you can play while you're charging or just hanging out in your Tesla Model 3. Okay, the next one, the big one. Let me get a close-up on this. Smart Summon is designed to allow your car to drive to you using your phone's GPS as a target destination or location of your choosing, maneuvering around and stopping for objects as necessary. Like Summon, Smart Summon is only intended for use in private parking lots and driveways. So I know that I've already seen a couple videos with people trying to use this on a public road. It will not work, and it will certainly recognize that you are on a public road. Although some can debate whether or not a parking lot is a public road, for example, a grocery store or a mall, there is certainly tons of public traffic in and around those areas. You are still responsible for your car, and you must monitor it and its surroundings at all times within your line of sight because it may not detect all obstacles. Be especially careful around quick-moving people, bicycles, and cars. So that's really interesting because we all are waiting for, full self-driving to become available, widespread, and some of the information provided in Smart Summon I think is a safe play for Tesla. They have to make those statements, but I think the car is much more capable than Tesla is leading on at this point in time. But as you can see, it's beta. It's going to get better over time. So let's continue to read on. To access the feature in your Tesla mobile app, which, by the way, if you have not seen my previous video, I'm going to go ahead and link that up right here, where I talked about making sure that you upgrade or look for an upgrade to your Tesla mobile app when Tesla does an update. So also to note, Smart Summon requires the latest version of the Tesla mobile app, which is what I just alluded to, and it is version 3.10.0. Imagine that, 10.0 to go with version 10. Awesome. So next you have a real cool feature called Tesla Theater, where you can actually watch Netflix, Hulu, Tesla tutorials, as well as YouTube. A very long-awaited feature for the Tesla Model 3 to be able to watch and stream videos and movies in your Tesla Model 3. Of course, to be able to use these, you have to be parked, which is just perfectly fine. People can go out and do movie night in their Tesla Model 3 now. So the next feature that was updated, which is another long-awaited feature, is Spotify, so that you can listen to music via Spotify now. You can select Spotify from the media menu, simply log into your account, and you can start enjoying your favorite music, artist, stations, and songs. It does have a note here: a Spotify premium account is required. So if you don't already subscribe to Spotify, it will not work. So you have to make sure that you do so. Karaoke, very cool little fun feature here where you can actually sing karaoke to your favorite songs in your vehicle. So very, very cool, fun little gadget there. and driving visualization. This is huge. Everybody's been waiting for the surround visualization to be upgraded to be able to see more things on the road, and Tesla has done just that. This is certainly an improved visualization that I think a lot of us were waiting for. So you can see additional types of objects and lane lines around your car in more environments. So I know that you can see now roads that have single lines or double lines. You can see cars that are actually coming from the back of you because they did activate the rear camera now. So that is another cool feature. And we have also included in that is the automatic lane change, which now highlights the lane that the car is going to move into, almost like ghost mode. If you haven't seen my video on a Tesla Autonomy Day, I'll go ahead and link that up as well. And it talks a little bit about how the Tesla car sees things in the lane that it wants to move into, and this sort of mimics that, where it shadows the car or the location of where the car is going to move into that lane. When you do this now, the lane actually highlights blue, so you have a visual notification that the car is moving in there. And of course you see the dashed lines, which also represents a lane change in the current autopilot feature set. So very, very cool feature. I think everybody wants to play around with the 3D visualization or the surround visualization that comes with this as well. So we're going to go ahead and get into that in a later video. In here, okay, feeling lucky or hungry, you can now navigate to other locations. If you're feeling lucky or hungry, you can go on a surprise adventure to a nearby attraction by tapping navigate, feeling lucky, or get directions to a local restaurant chosen by your Tesla by tapping navigate hungry. They have updated the place pop-up to include easy access to associated websites if one exists. So this is pretty cool. I mean, I think some cars already have similar features in this, so this is a very welcomed update for the Tesla Model 3. So map improvements, where Tesla has improved the maps to make it easier to find and navigate to where you want to go. When searching for a destination, the autocomplete search now includes a destination to each suggested place. And additionally, you can now directly tap the labels on the map, which you could not do before, to quickly view the associated place details and navigate to that destination. So that's very, very cool and welcomed. The mobile app, you can now even do more with your mobile app. Again, to my video earlier on, is you have to make sure that you're upgrading your mobile app. My video regarding the mobile app and some of the features that you may not be getting if you don't update it. But just keep in mind, as I stated earlier in the video, you should frequently check that, because my phone specifically does not tell me that there is an update to the mobile app. So I actually have to go into the application and go ahead and search to see if there is an update. So I know some of the features are now you can vent your windows. There is a home link feature to it now. You can thaw your car in cold weather by enabling max defrost. And once that's enabled, the temperature of the front window defrost will be set to the highest setting. You can view and download and install progress of the software updates, and you can send videos to play in the Tesla Theater for supported theater sources by sharing the video link with the Tesla mobile app. So just a lot of cool updates here. I mean, this is massive, and it just keeps going and going. So dash cam improvements. You can now record and store video footage captured by your car's rear-facing camera, which I alluded to earlier on in the video, in addition to the forward camera and side cameras. So that's a big deal. So before, when you were in Sentry mode, nothing was captured on the back of the car. It was either the side or the front. So this is going to be an improved Sentry mode feature as well. So the dash cam icon will be displayed in the status bar with a red dot indicating that it is recording. Tap the icon to save 10 minutes of video clips and press and hold to pause the recordings. Sentry mode improvements. Video clips are now saved in a separate folder on your USB drive, where before they were sort of mixed in with everything and you sort of had to figure out what was Sentry mode and what was dash cam. So now they've separated that out, so that is cool. And now the video clips will be automatically deleted if there is not enough space on the USB drive to record Sentry mode events. Now that's a big deal, because I can't tell you how many times I've come to my car using Sentry mode and there was 50 some events, and of course my USB drive was full and I did not get to capture any of those videos. Joe mode, we all heard about this. This is to reduce the chimes inside the car because Joe had some sleeping children and babies and he thought it was too loud, which is a very, very nice feature. So you can quiet those chimes down but still be alerted effectively. So we also have some software update improvements. The software update experience now has more style and grace. You will now know which software update version is being downloaded and being installed. So right now, currently, which is odd, for this update in the past few, I never got notified on my phone. All I had was a download icon on the screen itself, and I had to download the software to the car. Then it finally notified me on my phone that there was a software update available and I can go ahead and install it. So that was a little bit odd. So hopefully that's sort of taken care of along with these updates here. Bluetooth media improvements, where you can play media from a connected phone. It has improved to display album art from your device. So a lot of people do like this feature. And for those of you who are Spotify users, I don't know how much you're going to use this, but this is something that certainly needed to be done. Okay, so the 2 more here to go. The application launcher has been completely updated. Finally, they're moving the phone icon all the way over to the left-hand side to make it a little bit easier to use. However, I would always suggest that you use your voice command when you can. I'm still waiting for them to make this application launcher a little more user intuitive, where I can actually choose which icons I want placed where on the application launcher. I'm sure that will be coming up here in another update or 2. So lastly, in the version 10 update, we have driver profile, which in addition to your seat, mirror, and steering wheel positions, your car automatically saves many settings to your driver profile. With this release, you can now see when your setting is saved to the selected driver profile in the status bar located at the top of your touchscreen. So very, very cool. I mean, this is just a massive, massive update. And I am so thankful for Tesla just to continue to improve this car with each and every update. And it is literally like jumping into a new vehicle every time we get one of these major updates. I don't know of any other vehicle on the market that allows their cars to be updated. As a matter of fact, if you want to update, you probably got to buy a new model car. With the Tesla, it is continuously improving. And the biggest thing is, it's free. Tesla did this for free, folks. They're not charging you for this. I could only imagine the late night and hours work to produce an update like this. This is just not a phone software being upgraded. This is a car, a vehicle that's on the road interacting with other pedestrians and vehicles, and it's very, very important that these updates work. So there is just a ton of work that sit behind these updates, and I think sometimes we take it for granted, but there is no other car manufacturer in the world today that is able to do what Tesla does, and it is extraordinary. With the vision of Elon Musk and Tesla, it is just amazing that we are able to have a vehicle like this and be able to receive updates to make the car better. Not just from a user experience, but from a driving experience, that the car's smarter and can interact better with things in and around the vehicle as we're driving them on the road. So just fantastic. Hats off, Tesla. Keep up the great work. We do truly appreciate everything that you've done. You are a pioneer now in the industry, leading it by leaps and bounds, and others will be years behind Tesla trying to keep up with what they're able to accomplish right now currently. I wanted to get this out just to share how excited I am, and I'm sure all of you are. If you haven't gotten the update, you'll be looking forward to it. So I'm going to play around with a bunch of these features. I'm going to test them, see how they work, and we're going to put a very, very nice video together for everyone. We're going to go over all of the cool features in detail for you so that you can get the inside scoop of version 10, Tesla's latest and greatest software update. Thanks for tuning in.